Good morning, everyone. It's my honor and pleasure to discuss my research topic titled Blockchain Servitization. Today, I will talk about some kind of relation between AI and IoT and the blockchain network, and I will introduce some kind of our platform named Pure Chain. My name is Dong-Sung Kim, and I'm CEO and professor at NS Lab. In first, I want to introduce the basic concept of the Web3 and digital servitizations. Servitization stands for some integrated concept with services and production. It means some kind of service science. Nowadays, we live at the Web3 period. So, some Web3 is built on data ownership. It's implemented by blockchain technology. Everybody knows it, some kind of blockchain can be divided from first and second, third generation. First generation of blockchain is kind of the target is storing the secure data at the node, such as Bitcoin. And also next version of the second generation of blockchain is a programmable platform such as Ethereum, the Hyperledger, and third generation is kind of extended to industrial and public services. Some kind of in view of the investor and businessman, not engineer in the area of the blockchain, they consider some IoT and blockchain Web3 as the same category. The reason lies on there some kind of in near future IoT will be implemented by a blockchain node for guaranteeing data ownership, and also the Web3 is kind of will be a basic infrastructure is a blockchain network. It will be combined with IoT. It will be some kind of the basic infrastructure of the industrial blockchain network. And AI, so another issue is AI. AI's big role is kind of optimizing blockchain technology in Web 3.0. Now, I will try to define the blockchain technology. How can we define the blockchain technology? Some kind of blockchain is normally it's a kind of it's a secure database. How? A secure database is managed by a decentralized network. By who? It's kind of by validate some kind of participant who want to keep unique certificate, unique value, unique as a property. Normally, the blockchain will be composed of some the many kind of the basic element. One of them is shared ledger, is distributed ledger. Basically, they handling the encrypted message. Also, smart contract is very critical issue. AI also some optimize smart contract issue and consensus algorithm at the same time. Now I will discuss about when the blockchain meet AI. Nowadays, you might easily find out some technical paper regarding how can use AI technique for blockchain, how can use blockchain technique for AI. Is one of the example at here. In the area of the security, we can use the blockchain technology to storing AI parameter and to storing the learning data, and also basically blockchain use data storage in decentralized way named IPFS, and also some kind of unique value, unique identity can be guaranteed by such as ERC20 NFTs, and also it might be applied to healthcare, financial area, supply chain. As example, the financial area, but the blockchain transaction processing speed is is not satisfy some kind of the normal e-commerce speed. The requirement of the Visa and BC card, they require some kind of the 2,000 transaction per second. But nowadays, every scholars, many engineers try to find how can we reduce transaction delay time for final e-commerce system. Today, I will introduce many kind of the public and industrial service using the blockchain technology. Next, I want to introduce some kind of the relation between Metaverse and Web 3.0, IoT, and blockchain. How can we define Metaverse? Each government, they define the Metaverse. Metaverse can be defined like this way. It might be composed of three key elements. Virtual space, built by Unity or Unreal Engine, many kind of the engine system, to considering some kind of physical world. Second one is interaction technology such as AI and network technology, edge computing, cloud computing, 5G and 6G network. And final element is creating value. What kind of value? Is kind of the financial, cultural, political value. Nowadays, some obstacle on Metaverse is some kind of the technically we can do some kind of build up the cyberspace and also make interaction to some advertising, cultural, or some kind of small financial issue, but it is not easy to some kind of the make a platform as profitable way. The reason lies on there. Some kind of the alpha generation, teenager, they might be accustomed to accustomed to item at the virtual space. If they find some kind of the very nice item at the virtual space, they will buy at the physical store at outside. But usually some kind of the university student or some kind of 20, 30, they not familiar Roblox and Geppetto at Korea as kind of one of the kind of the metaverse world. So every investor and scholar, they predict its metaverse will be profitable next. Maybe some kind, we have to wait 10 years more because the alpha generation is very accustomed to. It's like us, we are very accustomed to mobile internet. It's a very similar one. So nowadays, some kind of metaverse seems like to change page 3. It's kind of from digital native and surreality is a kind of synchronizing virtual world, physical world. For this one, the role of blockchain is most significant. Some kind of blockchain is the main role of the creating the financial value. Thus, using the NFT and crypto coin, DeFi, so there is many kind of technologies with blockchain. Through it, maybe some kind of metaverse will be some profitable commercialization is kind of the complete, maybe 2030 or after that. Now, let's talk about in detail things, kind of the enabling technology and architecture, blockchain, and with AI and IoT. Let's say that some kind of the left figure, you might be see some kind of there is some maybe every kind of the node will be composed of the blockchain node. It will be connected with some kind of user who wanted to data ownership. And for some kind of connect with outside, so maybe machine learning will be some kind of the evaluation phase, also optimization to storing some clouding platform. Also, right side figure is kind of the viewpoint of metaverse. It's kind of blockchain at here. Blockchain, some kind is a basic infrastructure to build a metaverse. Without blockchain, it's impossible to some kind of to create financial value at the metaverse world. So the reason lies on there says blockchain and metaverse closely connected, almost some kind of metaverse company and startup company, they also consider NFT and blockchains. The reason lies on there. Let me talk about some kind of the pure chain. Pure chain is one of the NSL lab platform to considering from layer 1 to layer 2. So simply speaking, layer 1 is focused on some kind of the basic algorithms such as consensus and mining. Layer 2 is kind of enhanced layer to reduce gas cost and also flexibility. The pure chain is one of the platform at NSL Lab. It has some kind of the mining technologies, layer 1 technology, layer 2 technology, and it also has some consensus algorithm in it for layer 1. And also, we also try to consider the industrial application at same time. Furthermore, as an enabling technology, we can consider, we have to consider to design some kind of the programmable platform as like some kind of Ethereum and Hyperledger. Pure chain is also some programmable platform is composed of some kind of basic technologies as mining and consensus and layer 1, layer 2 technologies. So main target, designing target is kind of how can dramatically reduce the cost of the connection of the node. And also how can increase reliability. Also considering e-commerce, we have to reduce lower the transaction time. And also industrial IoT, it might be need this kind of 3 items for the industrial service and public service. Now let's talk about one of the elements at Pure Chain named Smart Auto Mining. Smart Auto Mining algorithm stops the miner when there is a zero pending transaction and start the miner when there is at least one transaction sent into the network. Usually the miner listens for transaction on the network. The model does not need any instruction to start mining when there is a pending transaction, or stop mining when there is no pending transactions. Main objective of this algorithm is kind of the efficient mining and some decrease overhead and also reduce empty blocks and also additionally save energy and storage space. This slide shows some kind of the basic procedure of the mining model, SAM mining model. It is very efficient. Mining only start when there is a pending transaction in the blockchain network. It shows some kind of operation. So stop as soon as the mining is completed. This saves storage space and bandwidth and energy. Next one is additional, upgrade version of the smart auto mining. This kind of the algorithm already published at ICT Express journal paper 2021, 2023 respectively. Upgrade version is kind of the more efficient storage and block size, and also some kind of transaction speed suitable for e-commerce. Next element is one of the main key of the pure chain platform. POA2 is kind of protocol specified, designed for some kind of redundancy. It provides a standby voting mechanism and a secondary signers protocol for authorizing and disauthorizing inactive signers. It means we can make many kind of the types for authority with association. For your knowledge, in the case of consensus algorithm for smart contract at blockchain, Bitcoin use proof of work, Ethereum use proof of state, Hyperledger's platform they use is proof of authorities. Our pure chain, we try to consider some kind of the speed up the transaction time and redundancy, and also some kind of verify the reliability. We use proof of authority square, so it provides some authority redundancy and also controls some kind of the association method efficient way. Now we talk about major condition for POA2 consensus algorithm. It might be need some kind of valid and truthworthy identifier, and also some kind of the we have to provide standard for validator approval and long-term, considering long-term commitment and reputation. Through it, we can increase scalability, throughput, and some gas cost. So final target is kind of the how can we reduce the risk of the risky validate, the questionable validator. And also second target is kind of participant signer on the network automatically vote for transfer of authority, and it ensures continuous network operation even in the event of minor downtime. Through this kind of the items, it might be improved the overall efficiency and reliability. Pure chain, we already have the mainnet. Maybe we will add on services soon, so it might be available from August. We will provide some product to our customer using this kind of pure chain platform soon. And also our pure chain consider layer 2 technologies. For your understanding, layer 2 is one of technology to how can enhance layer 1 infrastructure. So usually the Ethereum and Solana Hyperledger is kind of one of the layer 2 solution. Its main target is kind of how can make some kind of the faster transaction time and also the lower gas cost for some kind of commercial purpose such as crypto coin. So layer 1 is considered some kind of the quadrilemma such as some scalability, gas cost, decentralization, security, but there is a limitation, some kind of gas cost some kind of scalability for this kind of the item layer to appear to reduce some gas cost and also flexibility for additional services using programmable platform. And we also try to consider some kind of industrial application named centralized layer 2 architecture. You know, almost industrial system is centralized one. Sensor and actuators is controlled by controller, and server and client, and some. It says that based on control system is kind of the normal thing to industrial system. But if we want to Web3 approach to some industrial system based on centralized one, we need some kind of decentralized concept. So we try to focus on some kind of the how can make it this kind of the approaches using some kind of centralized layer 2 architecture at pure chain platform. At this slide, I want to introduce one of our commercial product named Pure Wallet. We sell this kind of the technology and patent product to our customer at the United States. Pure Wallet blockchain model is composed of some kind of offline, online transaction together. Normally some blockchain based on online. Nobody think about some offline one. We try to make some smartphone some using offline transaction. It means we make some smartphone, sometimes online, offline, make some kind of nano ledger. So it means cold wallet and a hybrid wallet. Sometimes there's some kind of hot wallet using this the technology between offline. So some kind of the through the NFC, Bluetooth, and QR code, you can also some offline trading, some kind of with online transaction. I will show us also one of the example video clip regarding our product. This technology is was introduced through the ISEAC Express 2021 as name of the blockchain side implementation of Pure Wallet, no offline transaction architecture. I have to skip some detailed things by the time limitations, but you can find out some kind of detailed thing. Also, additional YouTube. Yesterday we distribute some our product through the YouTube together in CPON with the United States partner. You can check some kind of our product, and let's simply demonstrate our product using video clip. You know, some kind of authorized with bio was password. So there is many kind of area you can choose kind of online. Okay, you can get more information through the paper and YouTube video clip. Next, I will introduce many kind of the services, various services in the area of the industrial, science, educational area. In past, we apply to blockchain technology to middleware, which was used for some naval combat system for Korean Army. So it's kind of the guarantee reliability and also some security issue. And also, the right side one is kind of the blockchain approach to combine with the manufacturing message specification, ISO 9506 standard for industrial IoT system. It also available for educational hardware system if we combine with the blockchain, so we can also guarantee some kind of the IoT security through some kind of the tamper-proof identity for each device. Also, it might be applied to industrial IoT. I already mentioned before, the IoT area is almost same with blockchain area in future. So industrial and manufacturing area, they also consider some secure transport record of machine data, maintenance history, and supply chain with a validator as a specific participant. Also, in the case of secure firmware update, is very effective to ensure integrity of the firmware. And the smart grid energy trading, already this kind of approaches. You might be here, green coin. Green coin also focus on smart grid energy trading, and also CO2 emission control. It might be possible to apply it. Each country also have experienced the blockchain application at the COVID-19 virus situation. So every data sharing some kind through the app using blockchain technologies, and 3D printing and also intellectual property. Some kind of the research area, we need some kind of store our research record, IP at present. So it might be very effective if we store our idea and our patent at blockchain node. We can keep it. We can also secure it. This slide shows another example of the blockchain technology for logistics. Our laboratory studies regarding some kind of physical Internet of Things a long time. It's one of the concepts proposed by our laboratory 2020. So we try to combine blockchain with physical Internet of Things. For physical Internet of Things is kind of logistic network to achieve environmental and social sustainability. It has some composed of a standardized module, container, hub, and protocol, interconnected interoperation. If we combine a blockchain, these logistic approaches, we can guarantee some more reliable function, and some kind of we can also overcome the obstacle through the decentralization, trust, and interconnectivity. So right side figure shows some kind of basic topology of the blockchain with physical Internet of Things network. Overall architecture as a paradigm of the PI network is with blockchain can be implemented by this way. Some retail participants such as retailer, manufacturer, supplier, they want to always keep their data based on original document, as it means some kind of the unique document. So it means some kind impossible to pick the one or the modified some kind of certificate using the decentralized storage system. We can provide some kind of the very reliable certificate for logistics. Another research issue is one of the examples of our research it was published in 2020 May. It's kind of drone application for military. So for drone, we can use this kind of the registration of drone, also management drone. So through it, we can also secure some kind of the drone management. This slide shows some blockchain for crowdsourcing. Traditional approaches is have a problem, some kind of denial of the services, and some failure issue, and also security issue and cost issue. But if we combine with the blockchain, that is to say decentralized platform to match the request and the worker, it's very efficient, some kind of the crowding sourcing, including task positioning, posting, and also reward assignment through some kind of the interplanetary file system, IPFS. Another example is a blockchain technology for digital twin. We can consider so many things. Blockchain might be significantly low data exchanges and secure the data. And also, there is many studies nowadays, work in progress. In the case of Volvo and also Volkswagen. So this will be applied some kind of the sharing the digital twin data using blockchain, and also digital certificate is so one of the widely used application at public service. A digital twin also, digital certificate of the digital twin asset is very significant. Also security issues is a decentralized one is kind of avoid DDoS attack as example. So, and also challenge of blockchain digital twin is kind of how can we manage the repositories and also interoperability issues. We talk about this kind of issue through our paper, which was published 2023 as titled The Prospect and Challenge of the Metaverse Application in Data-Driven ITS. This slide shows some kind of the futuristic work, the blockchain with wireless communication. So we can categorize 6 items, but it's very numerous. Identify management and data monetization, the payment system, device provisioning, D2T communication, network log, saving, some kind of the identify management is kind of the law of the blockchain is very critical to association. And in the case of payment, data billing and micro payment might be possible, especially network log. So we can provide immutable records usages and billing data for personal information. This slide shows one of the example of the application. Left one shows some kind of electronic device and method for proving private information between individuals based on blockchain technology. You can see that it utilize facial images to create vaccinations certificate with digital signature, extracting vaccine-related data from captured photos. And right one is kind of system and method for managing distributing managing hemp distribution history using NFT. This invention pertains to methods that utilize NFT tokens for managing distribution history, especially for hemp product. Although it also involves some transmitting distribution history data from authorized terminal and storing it in a blockchain and issuing NFT token containing unique information and creating blockchain block using the consensus algorithm. It might be applicable to some medical drug or medical device. Next slide introduce one of the application case using blockchain technology for fishery and livestock trade. It's also applicable for agricultural product. Let me check some kind of right figure. Usually the participant, validator will be composed of the fisherman, the FTA step member customer. Based on this participant, we can make some kind of the decentralized application for smart contract. Through it, we make some kind generate the certificate based on smart contract NFT. Nobody can change it, some kind of the original information based on some Ethereum platform. Next one is one of the another example of our offline blockchain technology I already mentioned previously. As you know, one of the country, Estonia, Dubai, already adopt this kind of the approaches of the blockchain-based technology. Our one is kind of offline one. It's very applicable to some such as meeting for stockholder for some the company, and also Senate member voting for Senate member in a closed space. Our one is some kind of the offline transaction-based voting algorithm. So in first, everyone gather around some kind of closed space. Through the association, they can vote some kind of through the blockchain, some kind of using the NFC or Bluetooth technology. And then we can also verify it. Nowadays, we try to apply to this kind of the application to Korean senator and Korean Information Society at next year. Next example is pure media for music copyright. It is not limited to the music resource. It might be applicable to many kind of the example at education area, such as research note, phaeton during the work or during the experimental work. So you might be want to secure idea. You can also save your idea to blockchain node. It might be very effective. In the case of pure media, the user wanted to upload their music. Nowadays, BGM is very popular, background music. It might be possible to assemble by various resources, unauthorized various resources. To prevent this kind of one, our pure media will consider some kind of similarity check to the comparative study, the comparative things between the upload audio and stored audio. And based on it, we can also guarantee some kind of the copyright. So detailed things you might be accessed through the paper which was published IEEE Transaction on Network and Service Management 2023 this year. You can find some kind of hash-based audio copy detection system for copyright protection in decentralized music sharing services. Additionally, we can also combine this kind of the idea many areas in education and science area also. Okay, let's conclude today's talk. Today, I talk about some kind trend of the blockchain servitization, and we don't have enough time to talk about some detailed thing of blockchain, but I will try to show some kind of the relation between metaverse and blockchain, AI, and IoT, and Web 3.0. To achieve this kind of the idea, uh, my laboratory and startup company proposed PureChain. This kind of programmable platform for blockchain service, providing the reliable and continuous solution for public and industrial service. Nowadays, still we work on the Pure Wallet to optimize Pure Wallet. Pure Wallet already published it outside with our customer, but we will optimize for e-commerce step by step. Pure voting and pure media, so we already implement prototype based on customer requirement. We will tuning optimize it. Pure trace and pure vault. We don't have enough time to introduce the pure vault. It is one of the metaverse world connected to pure chain. Pure medic and pure drone, and also pure pin is physical of Internet of Things with blockchain technology. Today talking is stemmed from this kind of paper, but you can find some additional one application conference paper and domestic journal paper through the laboratory website or Google Scholar. I hope you enjoyed today talking and also helpful for your future work. And I hope see you at offline next year. Thank you for your attendance.